Hello, Pewter people. Scott Reynolds here with another Pewter Pulse. Today's topic is Baker Mayfield, a Pro Bowl caliber quarterback. That's something that Baker has not yet attained Pro Bowl status yet in his career. He had his best season in 2020 with the Cleveland Browns, guiding them to an 11-5 record and the playoffs, as well as getting a postseason win over the Steelers before losing to the eventual AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs, which lost to your Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Super Bowl 55 right here in Tampa. So let's take a look at Baker Mayfield's hot start this year. The Bucs are off to a 3-1 record, and that's really the job of the quarterback to get wins. But also, Baker has performed well statistically. As a matter of fact, he's tied for the fourth most touchdowns in the NFL with 7 so far. 7 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. That's great news for the Buccaneers, who want stability from the quarterback position, consistency, but avoiding turnovers more than anything. And of course, Baker Mayfield's also avoided sacks by scrambling out of pressure and out of some sacks. The offensive line has done a good job, but Baker Mayfield's been a bit of a Houdini in terms of escaping pressure. And that's really benefited the Buccaneers. It's kept plays alive, like his little touchdown toss to K. Dotton last week under duress in New Orleans. Only Kirk Cousins has more touchdowns this season than Baker Mayfield does with 11, and Jordan Love, the Packers quarterback, has 8. So right now, Baker Mayfield is in really good company in terms of being up there close to the top of the board when it comes to touchdowns. He's tied with Justin Fields, who has 7 touchdowns but 5 interceptions. Lions quarterback Jared Goff, the Bucs' next opponent, is right behind with 6 touchdowns. But more impressively for Baker, I think, is the fact that he's got this team off to a great start, and he's done so by completing 69% of his passes for 882 yards. He's on pace statistically this year to produce 29 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 3,748 yards. That would be career highs for Baker Mayfield all the way around. His best season, again, came in 2020 when he had 26 touchdowns and 8 interceptions, passing for 3,563 yards. When the Buccaneers signed him, they had Dave Canales on board at that time as the offensive coordinator, and Canales was going to bring a quarterback-friendly system from Seattle to Tampa Bay. And Baker Mayfield was thought to be a very good fit because of his mobility to run those quarterback bootlegs and waggles and rollouts. And I think his escapability and mobility has even been better than the Bucs have expected. And he's that great fit for this offense. He's finding a rhythm with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and some of these younger receivers like Trey Palmer and Devin Tompkins, as well as K. Dotton, the tight end. So far, so good. This looks like a great marriage between Baker Mayfield, Dave Canales, and the Buccaneers. And let's not forget, Dave Canales brought this offense from Seattle. It's the same offense where another journeyman quarterback, 32-year-old Geno Smith, well, he went to Seattle as the backup to Russell Wilson. When the Seahawks traded Russell Wilson to Denver, everybody thought the Seahawks were going to die on the vine, that they didn't address the quarterback position. They didn't draft one. I mean, they traded for Drew Lock, but he wound up being the backup to Geno Smith. It turns out Geno Smith was the in-house gem that they had all along. He developed into a Pro Bowl caliber quarterback, even as a 32-year-old journeyman. Smith's numbers last year, 30 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 4,282 yards. Those are numbers that Baker Mayfield certainly can attain. So why can't Baker Mayfield follow that same path in this quarterback-friendly system that came from Seattle and have the same level of success that Geno Smith had last year in guiding the surprise Seattle Seahawks to a 9-7 record and a 9-8 record and a surprise playoff berth? Why can't that happen in Tampa Bay with Baker Mayfield? I think that it can. I think Baker Mayfield, if he stays healthy, is on that type of trajectory. Now, Baker may not win the Comeback Player of the Year award. It seems like Damar Hamlin just getting back in the field for the Buffalo Bills after a heart attack or cardiac arrest last year in the field. That pretty much gives him that distinction. But why not Baker Mayfield for for the Pro Bowl for the first time in his career. You look around the league, and Kirk Cousins doesn't have the wins. He's got the statistics, and the same can be said for Justin Fields. I think Jared Goff might be uh, the top quarterback in the NFC outside of Baker Mayfield, and that's not really saying a whole bunch. So, yeah, I think Baker Mayfield, as long as he can keep winning, keep that high completion percentage, keep throwing touchdowns and avoiding interceptions, he actually is on a Pro Bowl trajectory. I wonder how Cleveland fans are feeling about that right now. Well, I feel pretty good that you're watching this Pewter Pulse video. Make sure that you hit the like button, and as if you want to, leave a comment, say some good things, and if you have any criticism or comments, let me know what they are. I'll try to make these Pewter Pulse videos better for you. But it helps our algorithm. It gets us in front of more awesome pewter people like yourself. And you can find the Pewter Pulse videos and other great Bucs video content right here on Pewter Report TV. We want you to subscribe and be one of the over 12,100 subscribers to Pewter Report TV. Make sure that you're following us on X, Facebook, and Instagram at Pewter Report. And visit pewterreport.com for breaking news, inside scoop, injury updates, and game coverage. And I'll be back soon with another edition of the Pewter Pulse.